Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Watson. I'm the founder of Find Houston Senior Care, and I'm here today because I know a lot of you have visited aging parents over the holidays, or maybe you're visiting now, and you may be finding out that they're needing help and you just don't know what to do. And I know exactly where you're coming from. I was in that position a few years back myself. And it's scary and it's confusing, and I want to try to cut through the confusion. That's always been my intention with the website Find Houston Senior Care, was to give people tons of information to help them. And I've got over 500 blogs on the website, but I understand that sometimes we don't have enough time to just sit down and read an article. So I'm going to start doing a series of videos to talk to you about different things. And today we're going to talk about services that Medicare does and does not pay for. Okay. I'm not going to go into everything out there, but I want to talk about a few things because I want to clear up some of the confusion around this. I know a lot of you are confused. I was in the beginning too. This is not taught in school. We don't learn these kinds of things. Until you're thrown into the fire, you don't learn how to dance in it. So I'm here today to try and help cut through that confusion. So let's talk about a situation, okay? I had somebody call me today, and their mom had fallen. That was a friend of mine. Their mom had fallen, and she was in a rehab facility. She'd been to the hospital, and then after a few days, they sent her to a skilled nursing facility for rehabilitation. And she's been there for a week or two, and they're wondering what's next because they're not sure if she's going to be able to go home alone or not. And if she does go home alone, she's probably going to need some help. So the family's trying to figure that out. They were surprised to find out that Medicare doesn't pay for a lot of things that they thought it paid for. So let's just kind of go over that. So Medicare will pay for you to be in a skilled nursing facility for rehabilitation after an illness or an accident like this friend's mom's happened. After that, when your time is up there, when you're finished with the rehab, when you've progressed as far as they think you're going to progress, or when your days run out and you have a limited number of days on Medicare, then you have to go home or to some type of facility. So facility types would be things like a nursing home, or they call them skilled nursing centers. The one you're in probably has a section for long-term residents. Then they have assisted living. We've got several different types of assisted living. We've got large assisted living facilities, and we've got small assisted living facilities. We've got assisted living facilities that specialize and are certified in Alzheimer's care. We've got type A and type B. Wow, am I confusing you already? Just understand that 99.9% of the time, assisted living is not covered by Medicare. There are a few exceptions. There are a few assisted living facilities who do accept Medicare. They're usually not going to be the top quality ones, okay, because they don't get paid as much from Medicare as a private pay person would pay. And everybody's in this for business. Yes, they care about seniors. Hopefully, you get into a place that does care about seniors, but they're in it for the money. So for the most part, assisted living is private pay. That means you take it out of your pocket or mom and dad's pocket. You can use benefits, like there is a veterans benefit that's not very well known, called an aid and attendance benefit. And that can be used to help offset the cost of assisted living. Won't cover it all, but it will help. Then there's home care and home health care. And this gets really confusing for a lot of people because one is covered by Medicare and the other one is not. But the truth is, you probably, when you come home from a hospital stay and a rehab stay, you'll probably need both if you're going to your own home. You'll probably need both a home care company and a home health care company. And let me explain the difference, just short and sweet. We'll get into it in more depth later. When you think home health care, think medical. Think something that would need a doctor's orders. So if you wanted a physical therapist to come in and help mom with rehab, or a speech therapist, say she had a stroke and you need some speech therapy, home health care can provide those kinds of services. They can also provide a host of other services, wound care. They can send in a nurse a few times a week to check on you. Usually when somebody is being released from a rehab facility, they will qualify most of the time for home health care. You have to ask sometimes. Usually they'll offer it, but if they don't, ask your doctor, can we get home health care for mom or dad? Now, don't count on home health care to babysit your mom and dad. They're not going to sit there all day. They're not going to cook dinner. They're not going to take them to the grocery store or go to the grocery store and do grocery shopping. They're not going to do any of those things that you really need help with too, right? That's home care, okay? And that's going to be private pay. Medicare is not going to pay for that. So if you need someone to stay with mom for 2 or 3 hours or maybe even round the clock, you're going to need to hire a home care company. Now, when you leave a rehab facility, one thing I really want to stress that's very, very important. Often they will tell you that you need home health care or home care. And they may suggest, if they have their own company, that you go with their company because they have all the records, right? Well, the truth is, anybody can get those records, and you have the choice. You can choose whichever home care company you want to use and whichever home health care company you want to use. The doctor cannot dictate which company you use. The social worker cannot dictate what company you use. If anybody is pressuring you in one direction or another, run the other way. That's my advice to you, because it is your right. And as an advocate for your parent or whoever it is that you're trying to help, as their advocate, it would be in their best interest to check out several different companies. Don't just go with one because the social worker said this one. They, by law, are supposed to give you 3. They don't always do that. So that's why I'm telling you to pay attention. Ask for more information. Ask for more resources. Look on Facebook. Get on Facebook and talk to your friends. Say, hey, mom's getting out of rehab. We need a home health care company. Who do you use? Now, if you're on a particular type of Medicare and Advantage plan, you may be limited to who will accept your Medicare plan. If you're on traditional Medicare, you pretty much can go with just about any home health care company out there. But if you're on an Advantage plan, you may be limited to certain ones. So, for instance, if you're on Texan Plus and you're asking your friends on Facebook, say, does anybody out there know who is a good home care company who accepts Texan Plus? And that way you won't waste your time calling a bunch of companies that are not going to be able to help you. I'm Catherine Watson, and I'm going to be doing these live Facebook videos regularly. In fact, I think I'm going to try to do a regular program on Monday. Pay attention to this page. If you haven't already followed it, please follow the page. You can like it as well. I love it when people like the page, but I even like it better when you follow, because that means you'll be more apt to get notifications when I'm going live and when I'm getting ready to post some really good information for you. So I'm going to try to help you. From time to time, I may bring in some other experts to also help and talk to you about options and things that you don't know about. There's so much to know about in the world of elder care, and it can be very confusing. So we're going to try to take some of that confusion out. Hope you have a great day and Happy New Year. Watch for my notices so you can get in on the next video.